These are my top 15 graded comics for 2017. Can't wait to show them to you. Hope you enjoy. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris and this is my channel We Love Comics, and today I am doing the first of 3 videos on my top comics that I purchased for the year 2017, and I figured I'd separate them between the slab comics and unslab comics. So this first video is going to show the top 15 comics I got that were graded by either CGC, CBCS, or PGX. And then in the next couple of days, I'll be doing a 2-part video of my top 50 unslabbed comics. So stay tuned for those, and hopefully you'll enjoy. So let's get right into it. This isn't going to be a tag video, but obviously anybody who makes comic book videos, I tag anybody to do a top 10, top 5, top 3, top 100, whatever, of the comics you purchased for 2017. Let's continue to get people excited about comics. Maybe that'll get more people in, keep the industry going, and have us be able to show off the things that we love to other people who love comics, because they may never have seen one of these before, and it could inspire them to want to get one to add to their collection. I know that that's happened with me watching other people's videos. So with that being said, let's get into this countdown. The starting out, and of course I always will give the prices so people have a general idea of what is out there to purchase. So we got, for number 15, this is Strange Tales issue number 111. This is graded, let me slide this in a little bit so you get a better view. There we go. This is graded at a 5.0. This was graded by CBCS. This is the second appearance of Doctor Strange. Haven't been able to afford the first appearance yet, but who knows? Maybe I'll find a deal. It's also the first appearance of Baron Mordo, and this was graded by CBCS as a 5.0 off-white to white pages, and I paid a total of $213.60 for that comic. All right, next up, number 14. Absolutely love this cover. This is one of the books that got stolen from me years ago. I have several copies of this book, but this is Conan Issue number 1. This was graded by CGC as a 7.0. The comic I had back in the 80s when I bought this comic, the one that got stolen from me, would have easily been a minimum of a 9.6 to a 9.8. I mean, it was perfect in condition, never opened, bright white pages, and it's a shame that one was taken from me, but you know what, this is the next best thing. This is a Barry Winslow Smith art. I absolutely think, in my opinion, this is one of his best art pieces, very colorful. This is what put Conan on the map, and as a matter of fact, this is the origin and first appearance of Conan, and first appearance of King Kull in a cameo. So who knows if they're ever going to make a new Conan movie. They've been talking about it, but absolutely love this cover, and paid a total of $95.44. Again, CGC 7.0. All right, number 13. This is a PGX book. This is Marvel Premiere number 15. This is the first appearance and origin, well, partial origin of Iron Fist. This has gone down a little bit because of the show, but I still think this is a great character to have, and sometimes when prices go low, that's the best time to jump on them. This is a Gil Kane and John Romita cover. Absolutely love John Romita's artwork, especially on his run on Amazing Spider-Man. This is PGX 7.5 off-white to white pages. Looks pretty darn good. Paid $220.20, so not bad for a higher grade version of that book. Okay, number 12, for all you Amazing Spider-Man fans. This is my third copy of this book, but the only one I have graded. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 46, which is the origin and first appearance of the Shocker. Interesting way they depicted him in the movie. It was kind of basically just a throw-in character, really didn't do much, but still a very iconic Marvel character, especially Spider-Man villains. People know who he is. Absolutely love this costume. It's a little cheesy for the movies, but I still like it. And this is graded CGC 5.0, off-white to white pages. Only paid $106.50 for that book. Alright, next video. This is one I did a couple of days ago. Just got this a little while ago. Well, just a couple of days ago, actually. Maybe about a week ago. This is Doctor Strange, issue number 169. This is the first solo series from Doctor Strange. He takes over. And so basically this is issue number 1, even though it says issue 169. This is a CGC graded 6.5, off-white to white pages. Another beautiful cover. Absolutely love this. And I paid a total of $125. Now, all these prices, of course, include shipping and handling. And they average about anywhere from $13 to up to $20 for some of these to have them shipped. All right, next up we have number 10, which is another one I just showed recently. This is Strange Tales, issue number 115. This is the second appearance of Sandman, the first mention of Dormammu. Not the first appearance or first cameo, it's the first mention of the character. And it's the origin of Doctor Strange. So a couple of good things going on here. This is a PGX comic. This is the newer label. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but hey, for the price, I can't complain. This was a 6.0 off-white to white pages. Paid $197.25. So again, I really think price-wise did good on that one. All right, this one, price-wise, is amazing. I got this in a complete set that I bought at the time. This is number 9, which is Rick and Morty, issue number 1. This is the first print. Now, you can see right here, this is blank, because this is technically not their first appearance. This is the, well, actually, the first appearance would be the Good Morty comic book, the mini comic, but that one's had some controversy lately because, unfortunately, there are dishonest people out there that made bootleg copies of it. And actually, I purchased 6 of them, and of the 6, 5 ended up being the bootlegs. So luckily, with the eBay and their refund policy, I got my money back for all of those. But it's a very hard book to get. And I have a video that teaches you how you could spot one of the real ones and how to spot the fake ones, so I hope you check that out. But I bought this with a complete run, which also included another number 1, I think it's a third print, another number 1, which is the 1 in 20 variant, a whole bunch of different variants. I think it went up to issue 16 or something like that. Check out the video if you want to. But on average, when you divided them all out for all the comics I got, I paid $12.60 per comic. This book alone, even at a 9.4, is selling for about $150 to $200, depending on, when it's out there. So this is a highly sought-after book. The reason it doesn't even go higher at this point is because it takes so long for the series to make the next season. So if they can find a way to speed that up a little bit, it'll keep the Rick and Morty fans even happier. But if you don't have this book, this is one of those modern-age must-have books. But for $12, how do you go wrong? All right, issue number 8. Now we're getting to some of the big boys. This is part of a collection that I got. This is Hulk issue number 180. I have a couple of other copies. I got a graded 6.0, and I think I have 1 or 2 others that are unslabbed. But this, of course, this is the first appearance of Wolverine. Many people make the mistake thinking that Hulk 181 is his first appearance. That is his first full appearance, and in this book, he makes a cameo on the last page of this comic. So you see the character in full light and full costume. He has a couple of words that he says, nothing major. But that is really his first appearance, but it's considered a cameo, which is not as popular. But, I mean, for the price you can get this for, this is one of those must-haves, especially if you cannot afford Hulk 181, because that one's really starting to get out of reach. But this is a CBCS book, and it's graded with white pages in 8.0, so a pretty high grade. Probably would have been higher, but it has right here, somebody wrote a little note in pen. Probably took down almost a half a grade, if not a full grade, for that. But other than that, I mean, beautiful cover, looks perfect. Paid a total of $400 for that book. So pretty much what the going rate is for that book. But I think that has so much potential, especially now that Marvel has acquired the Fox properties of the X-Men. Once you see Wolverine in a Marvel movie, forget it. All these books are probably going to double. So get it while you can. All right, number 7. This is a book I bought earlier this year. Absolutely love this cover. And again, hindsight is 20/20. If I knew then what I know now as far as Marvel buying the Fox properties, I would have bought more of these. But still, for the price I paid, I cannot complain. This is, let me zoom in a little bit, Fantastic Four issue number 2, which is the first appearance of the Skrulls, which are starting to be introduced already in the Marvel Universe, and is the second appearance of Fantastic Four, so they still did not have their costumes. They don't get their costumes until the next issue, issue 3. So this is a CGC book graded 3.5 off-white to white pages. It looks better than a 3.5. I mean, especially for a yellow cover. This presents very well. There's no tears. The spine is not that bad. I mean, there's some color breaks along here, but, you know, sometimes, you know, I guess when it comes to grading, it's speculative, and it's due to a person's individual, you know, interpretations. But overall, still can't complain for the price I paid for this. Paid a total of $492. And this was months before the announced deal. So I think that book is another book. Just imagine when Fantastic Four gets into a Marvel movie. I am so looking forward to that. And that's why I have a sneaking suspicion that the building that Tony Stark sold, the Avengers building, I have a feeling will become the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. I think they knew in advance, but they had to make sure, you know, they couldn't say anything until the deal was done. But we'll see about that. All right, next up, number 6. Absolutely love this book. Lower grade, but for the price, I still cannot complain. This is something I've wanted for a long time. This is Superboy, issue number 68, which is the origin and first appearance of Bizarro. This is graded 1.5 by CGC, cream pages. Again, for a 1.5, presents pretty well. I mean, there's a missing piece here and a missing piece here. But overall, the cover really presents itself, so I guess there's a lot of damage inside. Obviously, we'll never know in a graded book unless you take it out, which I'm not about to do. But a very key issue to have, especially if you are a Superman fan. And I paid a total of $276.99, so not a bad price for that, even in lower grade. All right, let's get into the top 5. Again, for the Amazing Spider-Man fans, I absolutely love this comic. Got a really good deal on it. And we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3, which is the origin and first appearance of Dr. Octopus, arguably one of Spider-Man's best villains. I think if I had to rank them, it would be number 1, obviously, would be the Green Goblin. I think Doc Ock would be number 2, and Venom would be number 3. Those would be my 3, in my opinion. I'd love to hear yours, so put it in the comment section what you think your top 3 of the Spider-Man villains would be. But this, again, presents well for a 1.0. Even the person I bought it from said they were amazed, and they actually said people looked at this book and said, there's no way it's a 1.0. So I may crack this one open and have it regraded someday. But the cover is detached. But even with that, comics can get higher than a 1.0 with a detached cover. But still, I mean, cream pages, 1.0, I still can't complain even for the price I paid for this. And you know eventually he's going to be a Spider-Man villain, even if they put him in the Sinister Six. I think they're just waiting a little bit because he's already been shown in the Sony version of Amazing Spider-Man, so they're probably going to wait a little while, but he definitely needs to come back. And with the price, $387.50, I cannot complain at all. Notice I don't do a lot of complaining. All right, number 4. This book would have been ranked higher if it wasn't for the fact that... Whoop, sorry. Got them out of order. As you can see, it's got a purple label. So this one I would have put higher, but because of the fact that it was restored, it went a little bit lower. This is Fantastic Four, issue number 1. This obviously is the origin and the first appearance of the Fantastic Four. And again, I bought this way before the Marvel and Fox deal. So this book, even in the lower grades, are going to continue to skyrocket. Now, this one has restoration. This is obviously not the original cover. This was a coverless copy. It has the back cover was reattached with glue, so it has a couple of little things done. The centerfold was reinforced, so this is a fake copy in the front for the cover, but still, I mean, it still makes it look beautiful to look at. I can't complain. So it's a 0.5 CGC, slight restoration, light tanned off-white pages, and even for the fact that it doesn't have the original cover, for the price I paid for this book, I still can't complain, because the entire book inside is intact. I only paid $457 for this book. This, as a 0.5 unrestored, sells for over $1,000. So I think I got a really good deal on that price. Some people won't touch them, but for me, hey, that means one less person that's bidding on them. Alright, so let's get into the top 3. And before I get into the top 3, if you've watched so far, I want you to put in the comments section how many fingers I am currently holding up. So place that in there, because I always appreciate those people that watch entire videos. It means a lot to me that that my videos are interesting enough to listen to. So if you have, place that in the comments section. Alright, so number 3. Another wonderful book. I got it before the movie came out. The movie was okay. It definitely wasn't the level of Batman v Superman bad, but there were a lot of plot holes, especially how bad they made Batman look. You know, he kind of seemed like he didn't contribute much. But hey, you know what? They're trying, and that's all that matters. As long as they keep trying, if they get better and better, that's all I care about, because as much as I love Marvel, I don't hate DC, and I wish them well, because if they make good movies and Marvel makes good movies, as us as comic collectors as a whole benefit. So I want success for them, so, you know, fingers crossed they continue. But this is Justice League issue of, well, it's Justice League of America issue number 1. This was graded by CBCS, graded at a 1.5 off-white pages. And the centerfold, the cover is detached on this. So you could see, even like when I was talking about with the previous comic, this is a 1.5. The cover is detached, and it's higher than the 1.0. And if you look at the covers, I just want to show you. I mean, this is a 1.0. Look at the difference. I think the 1.0 looks much better. Now, obviously, the grade can't go just by the cover alone, but you could see, I mean, look at all the brown spots, the pieces missing, colors faded. This one looks so much more beautiful, but hey, you know, like I said, it depends on the person that's grading it. It all goes to, you know, the person. He could have had a bad day. You know, it happens. You'd like to think they don't do that, but, you know, it's human error. And it's basically a person's subjectivity. But it is what it is. And I paid only $378.53 for that book. And you can also see, I mean, look at all the tape that's on the back of this book. So again, I really think I'm going to re-slab that Amazing Spider-Man, because, I mean, the difference is night and day. Alright, my last 2 I cannot wait to show. These are both considered, I would consider this one as well a holy grail, even though I didn't mention it that way. But I got this the morning of the announcement that Sony bought Fox, because I knew this book is just going to continue to go up once people realize that. And once he's in a movie, forget it. This book is going to be unreachable. So this is one of those books, get it before that happens. So it's expensive, especially even in lower grade. But if you can get your hands on one and you're able to afford it, please get it. Fantastic Four, issue number 5. Which is the origin and first appearance of Dr. Doom. Also had a full-page ad for the Incredible Hulk issue number 1. So that's a little side note, but this is a 2.0, so a lower grade, but again, lower grades are going in the thousands of dollars at this point, and I can think really it's going to continue, because you know, once Marvel puts these guys into the movies, you know it's just a matter of time before they do Dr. Doom. And they really need to do that character justice, because he's one of the more powerful villains in the Marvel Universe. And unfortunately, Fox just did not do him justice, especially the last version of his molten metal face. I don't know what that was all about, but hey, you know, they tried. But this was a key book, definitely one to get. I would say it's a holy grail. You let me know what your opinion is on that. And I paid a total of $1,100 for that, including shipping and handling. So I think this one was more speculation, but I've always wanted this book anyway, and I just happened to have, at the perfect timing, selling a bunch of gift certificates for Christmas, and I was able to afford this. So that's what it is. All right, so the number one book. This was one of the books of mine that got stolen. I got it back in my possession. It took a bunch of years to get one back, but like they say, better late than never. And this is my number one slabbed purchase for 2017. And I'm sure some of you already know what it is. But there it is. That is my Hulk 181, which is the first full appearance of the Incredible Hulk. Now, this one I might potentially take out and get re-slabbed, because as you can see here, a pressing would absolutely help this book. And even if I get it sent to CGC and it comes back still an 8.0 or even a 7.5, it's worth more with a CGC slab than a PGX. So that's probably why I got it for the price I paid for it. But this is PGX, like I said. It's graded an 8.0, off-white to white pages. The Marvel, the stamp is intact. And I paid a total of $1,563.60 for that book. Right now, this book is currently going for around $2,200 at an 8.0. And probably selling even higher. And when Wolverine ends up in a Marvel movie, I mean, just imagine if they have a movie where you see this scene in a Marvel movie, or you see the scene where Wolverine strikes Captain America's shield. Those are two iconic covers, and just imagine those in a Marvel movie. I mean, us comic fans would go ballistic. And that's probably a few years down the road, but hey, I can wait, and that just means we can still get them at decent prices. I can't say this is affordable, but decent prices before they fly through the roof. You know, this isn't at the level of, you know, Action Comics 1 or anything, but it's getting up there. So if you have a chance to get one even at lower grade, get it while you can. And if you can't afford the ones with the stamps, if you get one qualified without the stamp, I mean, you could still save a couple of $100, and the only difference is it just doesn't have a tiny little coupon in it. I guess that's up to you whether you care about that or not, so that's up to you. So that is my top 15 slabbed comics of the year 2017. In the next couple of days, I will be doing, it will be a two-part video, so this way it's not too long, of my unslabbed books, and it should be more than 50, but I didn't want to make it so long people get bored. So, as usual, don't forget to wait until the end so you can see who's our surprise subscriber shout-out. If you want to be one, you just got to be a subscriber, and the more often you comment, the more likely you will get the shout-out. And if you ask for a shout-out because you haven't had one, please let me know, write it in the comments section, and I will be more than happy to post it for you, because I do pay attention and I do respond to every video. Every comment. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, the thumbs up are always appreciated. Thumbs down if you hated it. I'll leave that up to you. Hit the share button if you would like other people to see this video. Hit the subscribe button if you would like to be a subscriber of my channel. Just please do not hit the person next to you, because we know that is not very nice. So that's it, and don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. And also, if you make a video of your top comics, post the link in the comments section so other people can view it. I will approve it, and I will subscribe to your channel. So if you do one of these top ones, let me know, post the link in the channel, and I will be more than happy to share it and hopefully get you some subscribers. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. I'll see you next video. And you know, since Wolverine's Canadian, every time he should be talking, he should be going A, or maybe B, C, D, E, F, G.